Our videographer and editor, Bill PACOCHA, combed through hours of footage in order to produce these segments. And as you can imagine, some of the interviews actually ended up on the cutting room floor, so to speak. Well, Bill recently dove back in and retrieved some of these spoken gems. As our holiday gift to you, we hope you enjoy these leftovers.
Bom dia. We are in Lisbon, Portugal.
We are taking in the sights of the town and celebrating Mass at the birthplace of St. Anthony. Having had that privilege of having Mass there and visiting the cathedral where he was baptized, we continue our voyage.
I knew that it would be a well-planned trip. I knew that our days would be filled and very religious and meaningful, and it has turned out that way.
My wife and I were in the main square of Lisbon, and we were taking photos by the fountain when I was tapped on the shoulder by a woman named Noel. The whole group of women was Muslim, and they were very inquisitive about the faith. Noel being her name, I said, that means Christmas in French. But I could catechize for 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and it was a great thing to meet them. They were very open-minded, and that was unique for me.
Here we are in this beautiful square, where just 2 months ago, Pope Francis celebrated the beatification of Saints Jacinta and Saint Francisca. As we gather here today, we do so with great thanksgiving and with many, many petitions for Our Lady of Fatima.
I was able to come about 10 years ago here and learn much more about what the Blessed Mother's message was. And yet, I don't see the message spreading that much. Many people I talk to, and they've heard of it, but really don't know much about it. So that's why I'm here, to learn more and to spread the message when I get home. I buy articles and books, pamphlets to pass on other people.
We went to go see up in the woods where the first apparition with Lucia happened in the children. Being out in that atmosphere became much more spiritual for me. While I think Fatima, the layout is spectacular, there was a closeness, I think, that you could get spiritually when we were in the woods.
Here in Santiago, we're taking in the local scenes. What a privilege it has been to celebrate Mass at the tomb of the Apostle James and to view that wonderful church built over the centuries as a symbol of faith.
To actually be there and experience everything, it gives you a feeling inside that you just can't get out of pictures. And then even just meeting some of the people that did the journey, the St. James way, and then the history of the churches are just phenomenal.
Here in Basque country, at this place, St. Ignatius was born. What a privilege it is to be in this holy, holy place, this conversion of St. Ignatius of Loyola and the place where he started the Jesuits.
Our Lady is very, very concerned with her children, no matter who we are and where we are. She wants to save our souls, and souls are what Jesus died for. So learning her messages and being in tune with them is important. So hopefully it'll allow me to be open up for myself to have my soul converted in those that I see on a daily basis.
In Lourdes, the scene is filled with wheelchairs, with those who come here in faith. Let us remember them in prayer always, for in them we see the suffering of Christ, and in that suffering of Christ, we have our redemption.
My faith has deepened over this pilgrimage, but maybe more than that, I know my prayers have become more intense.
The message I'll bring home with me is that we need to be forgiving, prayerful, and hopeful for our future life, and finding something meaningful to do in our life to help us receive eternal bliss.
To all our fellow Catholics and Christians, travel. Get to see the Christian Catholic world if you have a chance, because you can't imagine what it's like just staying at home. If you can do it, that would be my recommendation.